It's the NFL on EA Sports. And this one features the Steamers' leader at quarterback. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Steamers and the Lions, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Steamers of San Antonio taking on the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game,
season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Horn. And this will wind up the Lions' first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Man. And this is incomplete. But you look at this defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're on offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Taken from just outside the 30. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
The numbers for Williams a week ago, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0. Looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. And they'll send out their punter now. as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 56 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Off the play fake. Man. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. To throw again. Man. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Operating from the gun. Man. And that's going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 18. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there. 44 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steamers are on the board first here this afternoon.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Looking to throw on second down. Man, and his throw is incomplete. But you look at this defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. Back out comes San Antonio. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is going to be intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
Time for another look at this Lions offense. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing.
And it's intercepted. And now the rookie's free. He's to the 15. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Throwing after the interception. Man, his throw incomplete.
Well, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Back out comes San Antonio. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Lions offense set to take over. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Off play action. Man. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've been off to the races already. A 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. Another shot now for this Lions offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Throwing on 1st down. Man. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down at a yard. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Black. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Off the play fake. Man. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6 at the 12-yard line.
To throw on second down. Man, and it's caught. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 17-0 our score after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
Back to throw. Man, he's got it. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions get a bit closer.
Well, this had not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they can move the football and finish. And now they're on the board here on the touchdown run.
Point after, right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Back out comes San Antonio. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. First and 10 as this new drive starts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They run it again with Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And third and 8 now. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They go back to the ground with Williams. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. Back to throw here. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Man. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back out comes San Antonio. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
On 1st and 10. Man. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Looking to throw. Man. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up Sackett.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Man. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down. Man. And that is incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Back out comes San Antonio. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the move past the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. And what a big-time play there. And even 50 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steamers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting it and by him going up and getting it.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Looking to throw. Man, buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. To throw on 3rd down. Man. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Back out comes San Antonio. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Wells. And a good job to get him to the ground quickly right there at the 36-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
On first down, man. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Parsons. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Miller on the catch over the middle. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick 6. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after it, partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question, and neither is another pick 6.
Point after here coming up. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Man. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
Defense.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
They give it to Williams, running right. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime, and what's been well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start by running the option to the right. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. He'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here. But that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Throwing on 1st down. Man, going to throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, man. And that'll be incomplete. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Throwing again. Man. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
A 1st down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Man, now they go screen. It's complete.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And as a result, possession switches hands. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
The 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They're going to look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Wells. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a San Antonio first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 1. Back to throw again. He finds his man complete. That's Wells. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, San Antonio.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
The 18-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up fourth down. They'll look to throw. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now back to throw. This is caught, and inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Steamers are able to widen their advantage. So another touchdown there. And even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Man. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Throwing to start the drive. Man. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Operating from the gun. Man. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Horn. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Man, over the middle. That's caught by Miller. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Completes it to Miller. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's back. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On the right side, this is Miller. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. Man.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 3rd and 2. Man. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 73 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and a couple. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, San Antonio.
A give to Williams, running right. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he'll take this down to the 33.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. This offense so far on third down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Wells. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go with Williams. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Williams running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for San Antonio, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they run their mark to 15-0 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.